In the heat of the tropics, where time stretches and movement costs energy, a shape clings to a branch without motion. The iguana does not announce itself. It waits. Hours pass. Shadows shift. The world moves around it. The iguana remains. This reptile carries the architecture of deep time in its body. Its lineage reaches back tens of millions of years, to a planet warmer, slower, ruled not by speed but by endurance. While mammals evolved toward constant motion, the iguana refined something else entirely: restraint. Its body is built for efficiency. Strong limbs grip bark and stone with equal confidence. Long tails act as counterbalance and weapon, capable of powerful lashes when threatened. Spines along the back are not decoration, they break outlines, confuse predators, and signal strength without movement. Cold-blooded by design, the iguana does not generate heat. It borrows it. Morning sun becomes fuel. Every ray absorbed reduces the need for food, for effort, for risk. Stillness is not weakness here. It is calculation. Vision plays a crucial role. Iguanas see color exceptionally well, detecting subtle changes in light and movement. From a distance, they register danger long before it arrives. Escape is not immediate. The iguana evaluates. Trees nearby, water below. Options are weighed silently. When movement comes, it is sudden and decisive. A rapid dash, a leap, or a plunge into water, where the iguana becomes something else entirely. Tail-driven propulsion turns it into a strong swimmer, capable of holding breath and vanishing beneath the surface. Few predators follow. Diet defines much of the iguana's rhythm. Primarily herbivorous, it feeds on leaves, flowers, fruits. This low-energy diet reinforces its slow pace. Digestion takes time. Rest becomes necessary. The iguana schedules its life around internal processes invisible to the outside world. Social behavior varies. Some iguanas tolerate proximity, others defend territory fiercely. Males, especially during breeding season, display dominance through posture, head bobbing, and dewlap extension, visual language replacing physical conflict whenever possible. Fighting costs energy. Signals cost less. Reproduction brings vulnerability. Eggs are buried, left to the environment. There is no guarding, no teaching. Survival depends entirely on placement and timing. Most hatchlings will not survive. The iguana's strategy is not protection, it is probability. Humans entered this world quietly, then permanently. Forests turned into roads. Branches disappeared. Yet iguanas adapted again. They learned concrete, power lines, urban trees. Their stillness, once a forest skill, became camouflage in cities. But adaptation has limits. Traffic, pets, pollution, illegal trade, threats accumulate. The iguana does not respond with panic. It cannot. Its strategy was never speed. Its strength lies elsewhere. The iguana survives by knowing when not to move, by waiting while danger passes, by letting the world reveal itself first. In a planet obsessed with action, the iguana reminds us that survival does not always belong to the fastest. Sometimes, it belongs to the one who waits. As the day warms the landscape, the iguana's stillness becomes purposeful. This is not rest, it is regulation. Every movement, every breath, every shift of weight is guided by temperature. Life here follows physics before instinct. Without warmth, muscles slow. With too much heat, energy burns away. Balance is survival. Thermoregulation defines the iguana's daily rhythm. Morning belongs to the sun, midday to shade, afternoon to feeding, evening to elevation and safety. Trees become watchtowers, rocks become reservoirs of stored heat. The iguana reads the environment like a living map, adjusting minute by minute. Communication is almost entirely visual. Head bobs signal dominance or submission. Dewlaps, the expandable throat fans, broadcast size, health, and intent. Color shifts reveal mood and condition. Words are unnecessary. Silence preserves energy. Aggression is rare but efficient. When conflict occurs, it ends quickly. Tail whips carry enough force to deter predators and rivals alike. Teeth, though not designed for tearing flesh, can deliver serious injury if pressed. But violence remains a last option. Risk management defines behavior. The iguana's mind operates differently from that of mammals. Learning is slow but durable. Patterns, once recognized, are remembered. Safe routes, reliable food sources, predictable human behavior. Urban iguanas learn traffic rhythms. Park iguanas learn feeding schedules. Adaptation does not require intelligence as humans define it, only consistency. Predators remain constant threats. Birds of prey attack from above. Mammals approach from below. Snakes target eggs and juveniles. Survival odds are low early in life. Those who reach adulthood carry evidence of escape, scars, missing toes, regenerated tails. Each mark is a lesson survived. Ecologically, the iguana plays an underestimated role. By feeding on vegetation, it shapes plant growth patterns. Seeds pass through digestive systems and are redistributed across habitats. In coastal regions, iguanas connect land and water ecosystems, transporting nutrients between them. Quiet work, essential impact. Humans complicate this role. In some cultures, iguanas are hunted for meat. In others, protected as symbols of balance. In many cities, they exist in legal limbo, tolerated but unmanaged. Climate change adds pressure, altering vegetation cycles and increasing extreme temperatures beyond tolerable limits. Reproduction amplifies vulnerability. Nesting females travel long distances to suitable sites, exposing themselves to predators and vehicles. Eggs incubate under sand or soil, entirely dependent on temperature. Too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry. Failure is silent, yet survival continues. Iguanas return year after year. Hatchlings emerge instinctively alert, climbing, freezing, fleeing without instruction. Evolution preloads them with caution. The iguana does not dominate its environment. It negotiates with it. In doing so, it demonstrates a different intelligence, one measured not by speed or aggression, but by patience and restraint. The world rushes. The iguana waits, and in that waiting, it endures. As evening approaches, the iguana withdraws without drama. It does not claim territory through sound. It does not assert dominance through movement. It simply chooses a higher place, a warmer surface, a safer angle. Survival is geometry. Human history has passed alongside this reptile largely unnoticed. While mammals were hunted, worshipped, feared, and domesticated, the iguana remained in the margins, observed, tolerated, sometimes exploited, rarely understood. This anonymity became protection. What is not fully noticed is not easily erased. In the modern world, however, anonymity fades. Habitat loss compresses space. Climate change accelerates extremes. The iguana's tolerance, once wide, narrows. Extended heatwaves push body limits. Sudden cold snaps paralyze muscles. Rainfall patterns disrupt nesting cycles. The margin for error shrinks. Conservation rarely prioritizes the iguana. It lacks charisma by popular standards. It does not roar. It does not soar. Yet ecosystems notice its absence immediately. Vegetation shifts. Seed dispersal weakens. Insect populations rise. Quiet imbalances ripple outward. Some iguana populations adapt again. They move into cities. They claim rooftops, seawalls, golf courses. Concrete replaces bark. Artificial heat replaces sunlight. This adaptation is impressive and dangerous. Vehicles, pets, pollution, and human intolerance turn urban survival into constant negotiation. The iguana does not fight modernity. It navigates it, slowly, carefully, always evaluating. There is no nostalgia in this animal. No memory of better forests. Only present conditions and immediate decisions. That is its strength. While humans grieve loss, the iguana calculates what remains. Biologically, it represents restraint perfected. A metabolism tuned to scarcity. A body designed to last, not rush. An existence shaped around conservation of energy in a world that now wastes it freely. The iguana's future will not be decided by its ability to change quickly. It never had that. It will be decided by whether space remains for creatures that survive by patience rather than force. When the iguana lies motionless at dusk, it is not resting from life. It is participating in it fully. It reminds us that not all success is visible, not all intelligence is loud, and not all survivors run. Some endure by knowing when to stay still. If the iguana disappears, the tropics will remain green. But something ancient will be gone, a way of living refined over millions of years. Because survival does not always favor the fastest. Sometimes, it favors the one who waits longest.